Hey, it's Kay. Welcome or welcome back to another YouTube video. Today's video is going to be an updated curly hair routine for my 3C for a girlies. So I'll be showing you my technique, what tools I use, and what products that I use for my curly hair routine. And this is the end result of it. So if you want your hair to look like this, stick around. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's get into the video. So since this is a full curly hair routine, I'm gonna start in the shower for y'all. Sometimes when I'm in the shower, I'll either do a hair mask or a scalp scrub. But today I'm just gonna keep it simple with a little shampoo and conditioner. So this is the shampoo that I use. It's the Brazilian Keratin Smooth by OGX, and it smells so good, like cocoa butter, coconut oil. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I'll do about 2 rounds of that. First time going around my scalp, second time doing my hair. And then I'll go in with the matching conditioner. This is where I'll detangle my hair. I'll make sure I get all the knots out before I start my actual process of doing my wash and go. So I do use a couple of different products to get my hair where I want it to be. I've done a lot of trial and error, so this is what I've came up with. So the first thing I like to do is use an oil. This is currently my favorite oil, the Thick Up oil. It is multivitamin, sea moss, and amla oil. I had done 2 braid styles back to back, and it really thinned out my hair. And using this, I've actually seen a progress and a difference in my hair. And I'll just do my scalp just to keep the moisture in, and then I massage it in. And y'all can kind of see like how dry my hair gets right out of the shower. This is fresh out of the shower. I literally just went to go put on my clothes and came right back. Like, it is just so dry already, but then when I'm styling my hair, it takes forever to dry. It's just so backwards. And then I also make sure I'm getting my edges because I've been losing my edges a little bit. They come and they go, so I need to get them to stay. And another great oil that I use and is actually empty is this Feel It formula by African Pride. It is the strengthening oil. It has peppermint, rosemary, and sage in it. I know when Miel came out with their rosemary mint oil, everyone was all on that, and then they changed the formula. But let me tell you, if you want an alternative to that, get that. That is literally one of my favorite rosemary mint oils. I know this brand also has a rosemary mint oil that's really good too, but I think this one is my favorite by far. So next I'm gonna go ahead and spray down my hair. I love this hairspray. I got it off of Temu for like $2. I know the beauty supply sells it for like $9, $10. And it's a continuous spray, so if you pump it a couple times, it keeps going. And next I go in with this African Pride Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I put this on my hair every single day. It actually curls up my hair, which I love. So whenever I need a refresh on my hair, it literally just curls it right up. And I'll just put a little bit in my hand. It's like an oil lotion type deal. Next I'm going with a leave-in conditioner. I'm still using the leave-in conditioner from Miel, the Rosemary Mint. I am trying to get the rest of my money's worth out of it, but I want to try so many different types of leave-in conditioners. I know Miss Jessie's has a good one. I know African Pride has a good one. I want to try some else, so if you have any recommendations, please leave them below. I'm gonna just go ahead and then I rig it through like this as well. Make sure you get the ends. My driest points in my hair are the front, the back, and then the ends. Now it's time to get into the curly products. So I do have 2 sets of different curly products that I love so much. First being the Miss Jessie set, so the Pillow Soft Curls and the Jelly Soft Curls. These are such great products. I remember first using it last year. I really didn't know what products really worked for my hair, and this was the first thing I grabbed up. I had picked up like the little packs that they had at Walmart, and I tried these out, and my hair immediately fell in love with it. I'll go in with this first, and then this, and then I'll kind of just show y'all what I do. Or I'll go in with these 2 from African Pride. So it's the Moisturize and Define Curling Cream and the Hydrate and Hold Gel. Lately, these have been my favorite to go to. My hair actually adores this set. For a while, I would go in with these 2, but then my mom was like, oh, let's try out this one. So she ended up getting this, and this gel actually has to be top 2. This is amazing. The one that I'm going to use today, I don't know because this one's empty. This is going to be a part of my empties video. I think I can can manage. I'm gonna put some on my hand like that, and then I'm gonna wet up my hair again. They say to have the most defined curls, you have to have your hair super sopping wet. My hair don't get super sopping wet, especially with this fine mist. I do it to the most that I can. And I'll just rake this through as well, like how I've done before. I don't section my hair because I notice when I section my hair, I get more shrinkage. So this is kind of what I do. I just go, I'll kind of remember where I was at. I'm gonna do back section. All right, so I know there's different methods to curling your hair. There's finger coiling, there's using that unbrush, like using flexi rods. There's so many different ways you can curl your hair. And I use the finger coiling method. This is what the gel looks like. So I'll take some gel like that, put it on my hands, rub it. I use the prayer hands motion and I'll go down like this, coating each strand with gel. And this is where I'll finger coil. I don't finger coil all of my hair. I'll finger coil some parts. So I'll do most definitely the front of my hair. I'll section it and I'll take it from the root and I'll just, certain parts of my hair have to go the opposite direction, but you'll tell when it's like looking a little rough. Yeah, you see, I had to go the opposite direction on that one. But some of them, they don't need it, others do. Sometimes I'll curl more to the front to do like a curly bang moment, but it's getting hot outside, so during the winter, that's mainly when I do it. And here, I'll do a couple. I go in with a foaming mousse. I usually use the Dew, but I had ran out. Instead of buying another one, I was like, I have a lot of body. I'll take a good bit in my hand and I'll do the praying hands motion again, just to seal all the curls that I finger coiled. All right, so now at this point, what I do is I just let it dry. I don't diffuse my hair, I let it air dry, and I'll be back a little bit later when it's probably like 80 to 90% dry. All right, so it is much later and my hair is still not 100% dry. I think it's really about 70% dry. So now we're at this point. I don't do this every single time I wash my hair, maybe every other time I wash my hair, but this is where I'll cut my ends. You can tell when there is some transparency where it needs to be cut. So I'll just cut a little bit. I don't cut too much. Now it's time to bring back some life to my hair. You can tell she's flat, she's crinkly because of the gel cast. I'll go back in with the same oil that I used earlier for my scalp. Same praying hands motion, and I'll go. You can already tell that there's some type of life back to my hair, and this is before picking out my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. And it's okay if you still have some pieces that look kind of like that. It's nothing but to just put some water on it and retwist it. You don't want it to dry wrong. And like I said, my hair's dry, so I'm gonna use a whole bunch of oil. Take some more oil in my hand. I'm gonna take my pick and I'm gonna rub it through the oil. And this is the final look. Also, if you want a little bit more length, what you can do is stretch your hair. So once your hair is like 100% dry, which mine isn't, so I'm not gonna do it, but you'll take an attachment kind of like this, and you'll take your blow dryer and you'll put it on, and then you'll put the setting onto either hot or warm, whatever yours has, and then you'll put it on high. You can section off your hair while doing this or not. I don't do it, I'll just pick and choose what pieces I want to stretch. Pull it out like this, and you'll put it on for about 5 to 10 seconds, but don't do it for too long so you don't lose that much definition. You'll lose a little bit, but it still stretches out your hair if shrinkage is a problem. That is the end of today's video. I hope that helped. If you are 3C4A, I hope this helped, because a lot of times you cannot find a good routine for people who have 3C4A. I'm always seeing 3B or like those real loose curls. I'm always seeing those. I'm never seeing anything for 3C4A, like that mixture. And if that is also your case, now you have something to look back on. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you learned from it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.